Hello everyone, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Fighter Sword Challenge again. So last episode I completed Dungeon 6, and I went around and got, pretty much all the important shit we needed for the rest of the game, and I got my shield stolen in a very stupid way. So yeah, and now we're here in Dungeon 5 because I wanted to do this one first. And we're doing it completely shieldless, because why the hell not? Here we go. Weird that this side doesn't animate, because there's other ice in this dungeon that animates, but not this one, I guess. And yeah, that's the main gimmick of this dungeon. You're just very slippery tiles, which haven't been really implemented in the classic properly. So most people just use like slow walk to emulate, which is just even more annoying, because I mean, when you're slippery, at least it like works, but when you're just always slow, it's just very annoying. Anyway, we get our first encounters with everyone's favorite, Pengators, who are very dangerous, but they're not too bad if you just like freeze them before they even get a chance to do anything. Bubbles also works if you have that for a normal playthrough, but obviously we can't get that for now, so we're stuck with Aether, but it's better because you just get all your magic back anyway. You get the compass. Very nice. Nice. Get it? You'd think they'd be immune to freezing, and they are from the Ice Rod, but not from the Aether. The Aether is just too powerful even for them, so fittingly, you really spam the ice magic in this dungeon. Should I be playing Glacier here? I wonder if someone made a Zelda 3 cover. I think they did, but I don't remember if it was a Link to the Past cover of that, but yeah. Anyway. We can just... Oh yeah, we can just... Okay, we can just stomp the fucking... We can just bash the skull into pieces with our hammer. Very violent for a Super Nintendo game, I will say. Now, the intended way to resolve this puzzle is to just use a bomb and use it to detonate it, but you can also just do this, and it works way better, so I'm gonna do that. Here we go. And we're gonna get our first encounter with a very old enemy, Stalfos, and in this game they're basically like Dodongos because you need to use like bombs on them. Yeah, otherwise they just like crumple like dry. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Nice. And here we have a very interesting room, which is kind of like Modula's room when you think about it. Yeah, you got this big conveyor belt, and you have these weird things. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but they appear a few times in the dungeon as exclusive enemies. Pretty cool. Now, interestingly, this room counts as an, exploration glitch kick room. But the good thing about this is that because it's a constant gimmick, you never actually, like, get rid of the ability to get EG kicks, so you can get in here very easily. And in fact, the Ice Dungeon, first of all, it has, like, a very large amount of rooms, like, assigned to its color palette, even though it doesn't use, like, even a fraction of it. Hell, in the overdump, like, it was even bigger, so yeah, I think this dungeon was meant to be, like, even worse than it already is in terms of size, but thankfully they cut it down. But yeah, it's also very near, like, the right edge of the Exploration Glitch map, and the Hyrule Castle is on the left edge, so it's very easy to just get in here and just, like, get the blue mail very early with Exploration Glitch if you know what you're doing. I actually did that a few times just like for the sake of it, and yeah, it's not too hard. Getting the red mail also isn't too hard, though it's a little bit harder because you need to like do tricks because you don't have like the hookshot or anything, but yeah, it is very possible to get like the blue mail very early on if you're really looking to do it. In fact, the blue mail is an item I completely skipped in my first playthrough because I didn't figure out how to get to the big key chest, so I just never got it in my first playthrough, interestingly enough. And for a while I didn't even bother with it, because obviously you can just get the, like, windmill, like, a few dungeons later anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And now I don't really bother anyway, because I'm just, like, that good at the game anyway. I just usually go, like, green mail only, so, you know, why would I bother? But yeah, definitely a thing. Yeah, there you go. You just need to bomb like a. You just need to bomb the floor in the room above, so it's not that hard. But as a kid, I didn't know how to do it. The one game I do skip while I don't really mind not skipping dual mail in this game, I do skip it very often in Zelda 1 because it just costs like 250 rupees, and it's like not really good work. Like, it's not really worth your. I mean, it is worth your money, but it's also like, I don't really bother. Hell, especially in second quest, because you don't get as many like 100 rupee. You only get one 100 rupee like moblin instead of 3, so you don't have like as much disposable income, especially with all the baits and leave your life for money spots. So yeah, I don't really bother in the first game anymore. But in this game it can be useful. Got the little weird ass thing there. I love how the slimes appear like right in that path, like they knew that there would probably be like the path you take. Very nice. Is this? I think it's this door I want to get in, right? Oh no, that's just the dungeon. Never mind, it's not over. Yeah, here we get the animated eyes. Very nice. I'm gonna say eyes a lot in this episode, aren't I? Ah, there we go. And yeah, for this room you need the hookshot. Obviously, the like good thing about the explosion glitch is that you don't need to go down here, because you can just like use the Hyrule Castle boss key to just, you know, get in the to just get the big chest like early for this dungeon, I guess. So yeah, in that case you don't need the hookshot. We're gonna get a neat little puzzle here. Another key, which you don't actually need to use in this room at all, so we're just gonna skip that. And we get another spooky skeleton, who we don't really need to kill in this case. It's just the one in the room we needed. Also, we're gonna die. No, don't go back down. There we go, big key acquired, and we can just get back through here. Just kill everything, and we're gonna get the anti-fairy. Very nice. Honestly, by this point of the game, you barely need the. That's why I don't really bother with like regular fairies, because even if I do need one like in a pinch, I mean I can get them from the dungeon anyway, so it's like not really worth bothering with like getting them before one. And usually I just use them like that for like pocket healing rather than just saving me from death, because it's not. Wait, why is the? Huh? Okay, apparently the floor respawns in this room. Weird. That's odd. I don't recall it doing that ever. Alright. I guess I always go back anyway and just use the key, because I guess it's faster, but whatever. That's very odd. Yeah, just bomb. Hey, damn it. Could have used the free bomb. There we go. Also, there's a secret trick to getting through this room safe. First of all, you can just. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but yeah, I can use the shot there. I forgot to press the switch, so never mind. I'm very dumb. Because yeah, using the hookshot does make you invincible while it's, you know, pulling and retracting, so pretty nice. Hello again. Hello again, boys. Do penguins have big decks? I don't know. Answer me in the comments, I guess, even if I don't want to know how you get that information, but whatever. Oh, a lot of magic, damn. No? Ah, damn it. If I had it already, I could have gotten... Like, I could have used it, but... There's like delay before you can use items when you get out of the menu, so it didn't work. Now we get to use the bomb. I think it's here. You're not catching me. There we go. You found the blue mail. This armor reduces damage they take from enemies. And we get the very cool... I need to stop. Very cool blue and yellow hat look, which I really like, but it's not my favorite look in this game. We'll get that one in 2 dungeons, so we got a little bit of a road to do before we get there. Alright, we're gonna... Thank you. Yeah, if you drop in those jars, you can get the... you can get more fairies, but we don't really need them, so... The intended way to get through here is to use the key over there and you can like activate the switches up top and then you can like push a block down here, but with the King Mario you can just like skip this requirement, so I just always do this. My dad is the one that showed me this trick, so thanks to him. One good thing he's done. But yeah, very... And then we just get to the boss fight. Now, interestingly, I think I mentioned this in another episode, but in the GBA version you can't do that because they actually like change the layout, so you cannot just do that and just like cheese it. But in this version you absolutely can. So here we go, and welcome to, I think it's Cold Stare's name. He just kind of stares at you and he drops like ice from the ceiling. You just need to blast the ice thing he's trapped in. Now, interestingly, and this is one of the first things, like, Into Pest was one of the first articles I read on the cutting room floor, but that, like, the ice melting is supposed to have, like, a fade-out effect, but they didn't implement it properly. I mean, it doesn't look wrong unless you knew that it was supposed to fade out, so, yeah, whatever. And yeah, this boss fight is a joke, really. I think they hit pretty hard, maybe. Oh, let me test. Not 3 hearts, not even 4. It's not even close to, like... Okay, maybe I should not toy around with the funny guy. I'll take a potion, why the hell not? I mean, we're almost back at the maximum again, so... I'll use them. Yeah, I'll use the magic potion, might as well. You can add them with other weapons, but for the start you do need to melt the ice first, so... Oh, okay, I don't know how I hit that. There we go, alright. Easy. There we go. So only 13 minutes, that wasn't so bad. But yeah, very weirdly easy boss for this point of the game. I'm not complaining though. There we go. Green and pink robe. Linky, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the ill monsters. Thank you. They say the Hylia people control mysterious powers, as did the 7 wise men, but the blood of the Hylia has become thin over time. We who carry the blood of the 7 wise men do not possess strong power anymore, either. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the knights with the wisdom of the wise men. Only a short time remains until the gate of the castle linking the worlds opens up completely. If you defeat Ganon, this world will vanish and the Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Good luck. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Now, before we go straight, barging into Turtle Rock and then Ganon's Tower, we do have a few more side quests we can do now, so I'm gonna go, do them really quickly. We play our flute here. Oh, nice, a mine. In mean. And they're both actually Dark World, side quests, I guess you could say. Though luckily they all like happen in the same general area, so it's not too bad. First of all, we need to go back to the village of outcasts, so doing that. And yeah, I could get a new shield, but we'll be getting one soon anyway, so might as well not why bother. And if we return to this area, there's now a chest. Because the key is locked inside this chest, you can never open it. Just take it with you. And it does follow us around. I think even if we dash it... Oh no, if we dash it doesn't, so that's a little annoying, but... Oh my god, please. Thank you. Now you might be wondering, oh well, how can I open the chest? Well, it's pretty easy actually. Because if you remember, you know, we had the like very imprudent like thief gang leader that just talked about saying, oh yeah, we have one ex-member. Well, if we go right back here, I heard that you know I used to be a thief, right? Well, I'll open a chest for you. Will you keep it a secret from everyone else? Would you please promise? This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside and then use it later. Remember, you promised. Don't tell anyone. I think in the Japanese version it just says like it's a secret to everybody, so yeah. Nice Zelda 1 callback. And yeah, now we have a fourth and final bottle, which will be very useful for the next dungeon. But first, we're gonna need to go back to Darkworld because we have another escort mission, I guess, we need to complete. I mean, they're like objects, so not really, but they follow you around, so I guess it counts. I think this is the one we can start doing it. It might be after Dungeon 7, but I'm pretty sure it's after the Dungeon 6 and 5, so... So I didn't really go in here, but this is Link's house in the Dark World, but in the Dark World it is a bomb shop. And I just thought it just sells like a bunch of bombs. 100 rupees for 30 bombs. I also have a new super bomb in stock for only 100 rupees. Please buy 2, mister. I really like this little guy. He's nice. Thank you very much. You can drop this bomb off anywhere. Please don't forget it. And yeah, we have the first appearance ever of the super bomb, and yeah, it is one big thing that just follows you around. So, and yeah, if we press A, then it just like waits to detonate in a few seconds. It can damage enemies, but obviously it's not like really worth it to do that. I don't even know if it can damage like any bosses, though it would be pretty funny if you could do that. Anyway, yeah, you only start selling this after Dungeon 5 and 6 are completed, so once you have like those 2 crystals specifically. And it is actually required to complete the game because I don't know if you remember, but back in the pyramid there was like, you know, slightly cracked wall that we could see and gain access to. Well, with the super bomb, I think we should be able to blow it up pretty easily. And we're just gonna wait. Big explosion, and get this little thing. Another mysterious pond. Now you can obviously throw your... And yeah, we get the fat fairy, which is why I'm very confused as to why like this fairy in particular was affected, but not the other ones. Maybe because it was closer to Triforce. I don't know. Hello there. Did you drop this? You are an honest person. I like you. I will give you something important. Those are the silver arrows. To give Ganon his last moment, you definitely need them. I know I don't quite have the figure of fairy. Ganon's cruel power is to blame. You must defeat Ganon. And we get these silver arrows that we need to defeat Ganon. Now you can also throw the level 3 sword to get the very powerful and my favorite sword in the franchise, the golden sword, but we don't really have that and we're not gonna get that in this playthrough, so yeah, this is the only thing we're actually gonna need here. Now the silver arrows in this game they're not like in the first game where they're just as strong as the magic sword, which is useless for like 90% of playthroughs because like you're just gonna have the magic sword anyway. And also they don't bypass any resistances, but these are arrows, as long as they can hit and the enemy is not like Ganon, they will kill anything in one hit. They are egregiously powerful. I mean, hell, they're probably like the most powerful thing in like the franchise, really. So yeah, very, very powerful. I really wish they brought them back instead of like the light arrows every time, because silver arrows are just so much cooler. Yeah, I think, and yeah, considering we don't have like a very good method of like melee attacks, having a ranged attack this powerful is godly. I'm just gonna kill you two, please. Thank you. And yeah, I didn't really know that that's what they did. I mean, I knew they were strong, but I didn't know they were like this strong at first. But yeah, they definitely are. They don't like insta-kill, they just deal like 100 damage, so they pretty much always insta-kill, and yeah, even some bosses are like affected by it, like that's how strong they are. And yeah, we could have gotten there earlier with the like screen wraparound glitch I tried, but obviously that didn't end up working, so whatever. Do you sell more arrows? No, you don't. We just sell Dinky Shield. Because we are going to need some more potions for this dungeon. Well, not really the dungeon itself, but more so the boss at the end. And now that we have a lot of money that we don't need, I'm just going to invest in some blue potions. Which are the best of both worlds, because you can just, you know, get a magic and a life refill at the same time, so they're very convenient. There we go. Alright, perfect. Alright, now we can get to the... Now we can get to the mountain. In the GB version, you actually get a warp point straight to Spectacle Rock once you unlock the dungeon entrance. Sadly, we can't really do that here, but it's not that big of a... It's not that big of a journey either, so whatever. You know what, we're gonna go like... I'm gonna go through here this time, why not? Now, it was a bit of a climb to get to like to the top of the mountain in the Dark World, but in the Dark World it's actually very easy because you just get this cave. You can fall down here for a little mini dungeon, I guess, but if you climb up, you just, you know, get straight to the second floor, you know, no bullshit, no nothing. I'm gonna get this fairy, please, thank you. Okay, thank God I didn't bump that guy and leave him stuck in the way, because then you just need to wait because they're like invincible otherwise. Oh my god, they are so annoying. They're not even strong, they're just annoying because they block your path and like hit you in weird places. That was weirdly worded, but... give me my rupees, please, thank you. Also, there's a weird pixel error on the ladder here. There's 2 extra pixels that aren't supposed to be there. Very nice. This game jank. And now here we are at Turtle Rock. Linky, do you possess the medicine of magic? If not, I recommend against going any further. And he is right, because we get some Mario power-up blocks. And this is the second use of King of Mario, making these cool platforms, which are the central gimmick of this dungeon. So yeah, magic is very important to have. You don't really need like the medicine of magic if you play your cards right. Like you have like a lot of like full refills anyway. So yeah, it's not needed, but for the boss it's advised to get it, because we'll get there when we get there, but yeah, the boss has a magic gimmick to it, so yeah. And then we get a little puzzle here, which is what is hellish the first time I tried it. It's not too bad though. You just need to time it, but you really need to go like in this like order, because otherwise they just like the torches just go out before you can get back like to the door. So yeah. And we get probably one of my favorite like dungeon gimmicks are these little weird little like spiked platters, like spiked rollers. They're neat. And we get a key. There we go. Easy. And all we needed to progress over here was just the key, but like the other rooms are just like bonuses, but just for the sake of it, I'll go and explore them anyway. And yeah, here is the final spinning tile room in the game. Very neat. A bit of a hard one too, because you get like spikes all around, but yeah, it's not exactly super difficult. I mean, besides with the amount of health, we could probably just tank everything. So here we go. It's a bit of a shame that they always have the same like design on the floor, like that they create. Would have been cool if they like had another design, but like maybe like tailored to the dungeon boss. But it's fine if not. And we get a magic bottle and just a lone fairy. Not very worth it, as you can tell. Thank you. Also, you get the weird skull heads that follow you. And here we get a trap room. With the compass. So why is this trap? Because if you look up, the door completely disappears. Now how do you get out of this? You try to spin attack and you go in walking backwards. Pretty neat little gimmick. I'm glad it's kept to like a trap room though and not like a forced dungeon gimmick, because it would have been annoying. Because I mean, even if you like get stuck on this, obviously you could just like cancel out of it like by using the mirror anyway, so it's not, even if you can figure it out, like you don't need to do it. Anyway, we did these weird guys which just like separate when you hit them, but they are susceptible to snow graves, so we're gonna take advantage of that. And hey, I didn't know this was Mario. Oh fuck! I forgot it does that. Never mind. Hold on. Oh my god! Stop it. Yeah, that's why I don't like using Can of Burnout, because there's some spots like this where yeah, it would be useful, but then it becomes useless because yeah, you need to actually not hit those. So. And yeah, the chain jumps do hurt a lot, as you could see, so yeah, be careful with them. But they only ever appear in this room, I'm pretty sure. I think they appear in Palace of Four Swords, but other than that, in this game they just appear in that one room. Also, we get the other dungeon gimmick, these very neat pipes, which I really like. I mean, it's kind of like Scrambled Egg Zone from Sonic 2 8-bit, obviously, but they work in this game and they're not too cancerous, you just get them in like 2 rooms. Though, fun fact, if you try to, also caution, if you're going to use Exploration Glitch, do not try to get into Spectacle Rock, like into Turtle Rock, because it just doesn't work. Like the rooms with these pipes and the lava especially, which by the way looks fucking sick. If you try to get into them without like the Turtle Rock graphics loaded, which I'm pretty sure the regular caves don't load. I mean, they load the doors, but not the rest, so if the power graphics aren't loaded, the game just freezes, so yeah, just don't do that. I tried, it just always freezes. Which is annoying, because the Turtle Rock rooms are very near the rooms for Ganon's castle, so if you try to get into that place early, yeah, just make sure to walk around it. Anyway, if we get over here, ooh, big chest. Very nice. Actually, I don't need to be here yet, so oh, I think I went the wrong way completely. Oh yeah, I picked the... Oh yeah, it's the other pipe I want to go in. My bad, my bad. Here we go. Yeah, look what I mean. You get 4 anti-fairies for free. Like, why would I bother bringing my own fairies when I could get, like, the full 4 bottles if I really need them? The game is chugging at that. Jesus. Yeah, just give me the key. Thank you. And we get the boss key. Well, a big key, I guess, but whatever. I'll just go back because it's a little bit faster, I think. It doesn't really matter. I just feel like doing it. Just to be safe, I'll do that. Because otherwise you just go into a one-way pipe and you need to, like, climb back up to this place, so yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Alright, now I can actually go here and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Got a lot of laser eyes over here. Don't worry. Well, unless you do that, then yeah, you're gonna get hit. And now we get this nice little transition and we get another entrance down here. But if I use my mirror right here, I get on this ledge that's not actually possible to get to otherwise, and this is the room I was talking about a while ago. It's very weird seeing, like, Dark World enemies in the Light World. Like, the most, you know, I could do, like, I could go for, like, oh, they were, like, transported to the Light World somehow. I mean, it's possible. These ones, I don't really get it. So either Gorayas don't change form at all in the Dark World, or this is just weird. I don't know. So that one is very annoying to hit, but... Oh, I know what... Okay, I remember what you need to do. There we go. Pretty easy. And we get our final heart piece. And we have all of the hearts -1, which we'll be getting the other one very soon. But hey, the goodies aren't in here yet. Because going back in here, we can continue to the dungeon. And we get the big chest, which has the mirror shield. We can now reflect beams that your old shield couldn't block. Very nice. Now, as cool as it looks, you know, I mean, goddamn, it like takes up half of our sprite. Even like the Zelda 1 shield, which takes up like a lot of like Link's view, like this one is just massive. Sadly, even if it's like the mirror shield, it doesn't actually reflect a lot of stuff. It just like, I mean, fireballs, yeah, they just get blocked. Like, all it does is let you block the like Wizrobe, like all it lets you like protect against is like Wizrobe beams and the beams from the eyes. Hell, they don't even protect you from Beambo's beams, which would be like the most useful ones because they always like target you. So yeah, a little disappointing, I guess, but oh well. So yeah, we get the only dash through walls in the cave tile set. Pretty interesting. Oh, this room is interesting for another reason, because we get a very Zelda 1 gimmick where we can't push a block until the enemies are defeated. And there's another one. Where is it? Where is it? Where are they? Yeah, where are they actually? Hello? Alright, I'll just force you to come out. Fuck you. Huh. Oh, there it is, okay. Don't know why it didn't come out, but sure. There we go, and if you pull the wrong one... Airstrike! Just avoid that, and yeah, we get our last free rupee room, because there's none in Ganon's Tower for whatever reason. Though there's plenty of chests with rupees in there anyway, so... I guess it's fine. Very plain design for the room anyway. Just get the... You just get the rollers over here. Pretty neat. Barely avoided that, goddamn. Alright, now we can get through here, and we get the return of the little weird things, but whatever. Not very notable, I guess. Not exactly a hard encounter either. You can just dash through them, so yeah. And now for everyone's favorite room. Not the fucking dark room with the fucking like puzzle over here. It is very annoying to get through. Because you need to get to this fucking platform, but it's just a mess. It's just a mess, really. Though at least, if you need like invulnerability frames, you can just use a shot. Also, this is very annoying because like you're kind of used in this dungeon to like use the King of Samaria, and you learned, you know, in the last dungeon, King of Samaria holds down, you know, switches, but this is just a regular switch. If you like don't bother with like trying to use the King of Samaria, it does nothing because the door just opens normally anyway. So yeah, I was very confused like as a kid, like when I went through this room, because like, you know, I heard the door sound, but then the fucking door was closed again because I put the block on, so it just like closed again. So yeah, very annoying room. Anyway, we have another use of the spin attack, in this case to hold the shield the correct way, which is pretty neat. Because yeah, Link always holds the shield like in a different orientation depending on where you, like on which direction he's already facing. The only chest we care about is this one though, because it's the only one that has the key. We get another bombable wall. And it's an entrance to nowhere. Now, at first I was very confused, like, for years I was very confused as to why this was a thing. Until I tried, like, my low percent run, which didn't really end up working that well, but... This is basically just there so you can set your, like, entrance, like, to another room than just, like, the very start of the dungeon, so... They were thoughtful, because the boss room is very near, so... I like the attention to our sanity, I guess. I don't know how to say it really, but how to express it, but yeah. Also, I know this is getting like pretty long for an episode, but I want to finish this dungeon before like like split like Ganon's tower into, or this dungeon into, so it would just be like annoying. So, and we get vertical stairs, pretty cool. I'm just gonna pull up the... I'm just gonna spawn the platform first. And now we're finally gonna get our mandated use of the ice rod and the fire rod. Because it is time for Trinax. A very cool boss that I really like. It's kind of the other like Gliok equivalent, I guess. Oh yeah, right, doesn't take damage from the... Doesn't take damage from the silver arrow, sadly, but also yeah, it hurts like a motherfucker. It's still easier than like Vitreous, I'd say, because Vitreous is like his eyes just like home in on you, and they're like very annoying. This one, it's not so bad. Also yeah, you can just hurt it with the ice rod, but in my low percent run I couldn't really do that because I didn't have enough magic, so I needed to like time my magic use as well. But here I can just spam it with the ice rod, really. So it doesn't take a lot of damage, so... I should probably be careful, because... Probably... Ah, damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use the potion, because... If you don't have, like, Because yeah, it's kind of a Crash Bomber situation from like Mega Man 2, like with with Booby. Yes, that's its name. Where if you don't have enough Crash Bomber, well, you're just kind of fucked. But at least in this game, you can like replenish it, so it's not like as big of a problem. All right, there we go. Now it's gonna protect the shell, and you think, oh, you defeated it. But no, you get a phase 2. And it can be annoying, and normally I just go with it, like, I just go ham with the hammer, but I have silver arrows, so let's just, if I can hit it. It has very weird movement patterns, so it's a little hard to hit. Oh my god, come on. Please? Let me hit you? I'm gonna use all my arrows and it's not gonna hit, god damn it. Because it basically homes on you, so it's a little hard to aim arrows at it. Is it just immune to them? What the fuck? I know I've hit it with silver arrows before, but I guess it just doesn't want to today. So we're just gonna go with speed attacks. And yeah, the hammer would do more damage, but it's honestly a lot easier to just do this. I'm gonna die. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, very cool boss, I'll say. Maybe it can be hit by silver arrows. Maybe I was just remembering wrong, but I've just been missing it every time I tried. I don't know. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. I need to use a potion because otherwise it can watch on me. So I'll try the silver arrows one more time. Nah, I don't think it's possible. I don't know why the orb glows. I guess it's like show its weakness, but it just looks like it's bugging out. So not sure if that was very well designed. Ah, god damn it! Fucking. Please, can you? Oh my god. Yeah, we'll just go with the hammer. Fuck it. If it. Oh my god, what is happening with this fucking hitbox? There we go. Alright. And we get our final heart container. Oh yeah, it just spawns in the middle of the room for some reason. And our crystal. And we finally see Zelda again. Pretty cool. Even though she was never actually, like, kidnapped because we never, like, got the Master Sword. I appreciate your coming so far to rescue me. As I thought, you are the legendary hero. I have felt this from the first time we've met. Ganon is waiting inside of his tower to pass through the gate linking to the two worlds. Once Ganon enters Light World, it is unlikely that anyone can stop him. But if he stays in the close space of this world, you can find him wherever he runs. Now, go to the Tower of Ganon. We'll use our combined powers to break the barrier. Let's return peace to the country without fail. Do you understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. And with that note, if we open the map, we get the very familiar cool skull icon. And I think that's going to be a pretty good spot to end things off on. So, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and as always, see ya!